newcomers entering the Worldwide Wrestling Network. One in particular is Michael Grid from the Crash Core Federation. And Michael Grid will be teaming up with Bo Masters of Southern Premier Wrestling. And they will be facing Dake Kin and Eddie Jekyll. Dake Kin of Dead or Alive Wrestling and Eddie Jekyll of the Empire Wrestling Federation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with the Lethal Lottery. And here we go. The force from the beginning. I cannot believe that our opening Lethal Lottery bout ended in a stalemate in a draw. But I am sure that a decision will be made regarding the Worldwide Wrestling Network and the individuals in our opening match. I want to thank everybody for coming out and checking out the Worldwide Wrestling Network on this 3-day event that we have planned. We've got CFCs, CTFs, Michael Grant teaming up with Bo Masters to face Dave Kidd and Eddie Jekyll, and that is coming up next. We're up all night to get fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 I hope everything is well with everyone out there viewing the Worldwide Wrestling Network, checking out our BattleBowl and Lethal Lottery. I despise the load times of WWE 2K18. And all Lethal Lottery participants who are not a part of the Worldwide Wrestling Network will be utilizing the Lethal Lottery theme for their entrance music. Like the legend of a phoenix. And Michael Grid from Crash Core Federation makes his debut in the Worldwide Wrestling Network. And here comes Bowmasters.
Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll.
The motivational speaker and nutrition specialist of the Hollywood finish, of the Hollywood cesspool. And Bowmasters and Michael Grid look like they're almost cut from the same cloth. Or maybe they were cut from the same slab of Belmont marble. Interesting that two muscular guys, that they're just body guys, placed together completely random. And the lights drop. And here comes the familiar drones of the Wild Thing. And here comes Dead or Alive Wrestling's Dake Kid. The godfather of hardcore. Dake Kid would love to become the Worldwide Wrestling Network champion. And here comes another potential wild man in the form of Eddie Jekyll. I have not seen so much fear in the eyes of Bowmasters in a long time, coming up against a brick wall of violence like Eddie Jekyll and Dake Kid. I can only say to Michael Grid, thank you, and I hope your insurance is paid up. And Dake Kid with a running DDT to Michael Grid from the outset. And Grid taking down Dake Kid, and with a big right hand, but Kid answering back and grabbing with a head full of head with a headbutt. And Grid fighting back. Oh, attempting a drop kick there, but right to the eyes. Dake Kid just raking Michael Grid and dropping him with that tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana. I'm surprised he didn't slip right off of Michael Grid with all of that hot stuff and baby oil that that Grid appears to be wearing. And Dake Kid is deceptively fast. And remember, this is the first encounter that Michael Grid has had with anyone in the World Wide Wrestling Network, and he was put in a match with two absolute maniacs. This is not what Michael Grid had in mind. But Grid fighting back, European uppercut, and wait a minute, DDT by Date Kid. And Grid using his long limbs to tag in Bo Masters. Masters with a shoulder block, knocking down Date Kid, and a clothesline by Masters. Shoulder block by Masters. Big comeback by Bo Masters from the Hollywood Cesspool. Irish whip. Oh, and dropped the elbow right across the forehead. Shades of the American Dream. And speaking of the American Dream, congratulations to the grandson of a plumber, Mr. Cody Rhodes, for winning the NWA Heavyweight title at All In this evening. Congratulations. Dusty Rhodes is smiling from heaven. And Bo Masters sends Eddie Jekyll over the top rope. Bo is focused, not letting Date Kid distract him, and sends Eddie to the steel. And elbows sending Masters reeling back, and Jekyll collecting himself. Oh, and an exploding belly to belly suplex. And right to the table. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is two absolute uncontrollable individuals in the form of Date Kid and Eddie Jekyll. And Masters might be using that to his advantage. But when it comes to the art of destruction, no one... Oh my God! Pile driver. Right on the outside, following it up with a knee right to the face. And we... No. Dragon suplex. And Eddie Jekyll brings it back in. Will Bo Masters be able to stand after that beating? Masters collecting himself. And Eddie sneaking the tag to Dake Kid. Dake with the Irish whip and the headbutt, cracking Masters. And now it is Dake Kid working the legs of Bo and Kid. Oh, and a jawbreaker by Bo Masters. And wait, arm drag takedown. Dake Kid back in control. And look at this combination. Backbreaker. Russian leg sweep. And Irish whip. Right by. And wait a minute. Tag team. Drop to hold. And an elbow right to the spine. Michael Grid is in. Forearm shot. Knocking down. Oh, and a single leg drop. Single leg drop again. Dropping Eddie Jekyll. And wait a minute. What has he got? Double. Oh my God. Double underhook backbreaker. Stomping the arms of Eddie Jekyll. And wait. Jekyll dropping Grid for the DDT. And Jekyll going in, tagging in Dake Kid. And wait a minute. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful Northern Light suplex by Michael Grid. And now Grid twisting the arm around. Hammerlock. Laying, a hammerlock camel clutch. And the snapmare to get out of it by Ken. And, Ken stomping Michael Grid. And continuing the stomp. Big right hand, left hand, and the punch right in the mush. Smash Mouth Wrestling, Smash Mouth Brawling by Date Kid. And wait a minute. Wait. Forearm shot. What is Date Kid got? Stop it. Wait a minute. Stepping through. Putting all of his weight. Stepping down to the spine of Michael Grid. And poison missed by Grid. Grid's blinded. Wait a minute. Catching the leg. Stopping that DDT for just a minute. Oh my God, a cravat suplex by Michael Grid. A cravat suplex out of nowhere. Big attack. But once again, tagging in Eddie Jekyll, using the weight of Eddie Jekyll, clubbering the spine. And the cover by Eddie, break up by Masters. And Eddie getting into that place, stomping away on Grid. And wait a minute. What a big double axe handle right to the spine of the man from CCF. The Power Company representative. Bowmasters knocked down Eddie Jekyll to pause the assault. And a backbreaker by Michael Grid is working the back of Eddie Jekyll. And wait a minute. Grid is setting up for something. Grid. There it is. He has got the gridlock on Eddie Jekyll. Gridlock applied. Will Eddie Jekyll tap? And the gridlock softens Eddie Jekyll. And look at this tag team maneuver. What a big kick right to the face. And Bowmasters working the spine of Jekyll. Jekyll with a big right hand. What a big suplex. And wait a minute. Knee strike right to the temple. And it is Eddie Jekyll who is in control of this match. And putting down Bowmasters almost like a sacrifice to Dake Ken, and Dake off the ropes with the... Wait a minute. That was a dumb move by Bowmasters, rolling out of the ring with Eddie Jekyll. Eddie with a meat cleaver. And look at this. They are stringing together offense. Destroying Bowmasters right now. Masters with the standing switch. And Ken with the standing switch. Followed by the sleeper hold. And the kick out by Masters. We have approximately 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the match. We hope that we do not wind up with another draw like we did in our opening match of the Lethal Lottery. And Dakin, wait a minute. Look at this beautiful Hurricane Rana. Putting some of his old school junior heavyweight work in. Masters attacking back. Masters, look at this. Body slam attempt. Ken, wait a minute. Again, Ken going for that Hurricane Rana. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And oh! And Ken just destroying the face of Bo Masters. Dakin up on the second rope, attempting an elbow drop and misses. Masters caught by Dakin. Look at this backslide driver. And he's stacked up. 1, 2, kick out. And then Irish, look at the crimson mask on the face of Bo Masters. And Masters is bleeding profusely. Masters attempting to collect himself here. Wait a minute. Look at this. Oh my God, what a backbreaker. What a backbreaker to Dakin. Ken answering with a clothesline. Picking up Masters. Irish whip to the corner. What does Dakin have in mind? Oh, wait a minute. Springboard and the drop kick, sending Bo Masters to the outside, crashing. Tagging in Eddie Jekyll. There are 20 seconds to get back into the ring. And Grid is attempting to separate the two. Give some help to his tag team partner, Grid, with like a chance at Worldwide Wrestling Network Gold 2. And look at that. Wait a minute. What a reversal by Eddie Jekyll. And wait a minute. Big shoulder block by Bo Masters. And Masters has front face lock on. Eddie Jekyll, nice combination there. Front face lock knee to the suplex. But I don't think that's going to be enough to put away Eddie Jekyll. And there is not a lot of time to get back in the ring, but they take Eddie Jekyll to the steel. And Bo Masters is back in, tagging in Michael Grid. And Grid breaks the count, goes to the outside, and maybe bringing Eddie Jekyll back in. Right to the steel again. And wait a minute. One shoulder body block. Wait a minute. What a neck breaker. And they have got Eddie Jekyll holed up in the corner. But you cannot achieve victory on the outside. And Bo Masters, what a suplex! less than 5 minutes left in this match. And Michael Grid brings it back in. Grid breaks up the count. Eddie Jekyll slides back in. And Grid, look at this cross-legged Fisherman Buster. Fantastic maneuver by Michael Grid of the Crash Core Federation. Oh! Knee strike. And Michael Grid stomping away on Eddie Jekyll and catching him with the cravat suplex. And Jekyll attempting to reach out and pin, and tag Dick Ken, but just Michael Grid showing a degree of ferociousness that we were not expecting, tagging in Bo Masters. And Masters might have been attempting a variation of the Master Lock, sending Eddie Jekyll back down to the floor. Eddie with the tag. And Date Ken is back in. Masters catching Date Ken with the Irish Whip. Ken again sending Masters into the opposite corner. Big clothesline, leveling Bo Masters. And Date Ken has Masters measured. Set him up. DDT! One, two, three. And Date Ken and Eddie Jekyll are going to BattleBowl. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Our first Lethal Lottery winners are Date Ken and Eddie Jekyll. And welcome, Night Squadron. How are you doing, man?
Like the legend of a phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. We'll come too far to give up.
And we have got Eddie Jekyll and Date Ken. They are the first official participants in BattleBowl 2018.